Whew. Back home from the city. Back on to robot killing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I have literally no idea where this is going to load. What up? Today, on another edition of Robot Blasting, story. Oh, my boo-boo embarrassed himself into oblivion.
Arrested 2 for disorderly conduct.
All right. We are going to Maker's End. How's that for a name? I know, it's like, at this point I feel like all that you guys have is like world related questions. So does Aloy.
Thork. This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in.
Oh, that's right. That is where Nassan was supposed to check in. That means we are in Shadow Carja territory. No, that was just like a side quest.
Maker's End. Not much farther now. Olin said he found an image of a woman I resemble on an ancient device. If she's my mother, why would there be traces of her all the way out here? So far from Norland. I don't get it. Who is she?
Her name is Elizabeth Sobek.
You! Spying through my focus again? Oh, go on. What do you know about her?
Stay on your present course, and before long, you'll know her as well as I do. Maybe better, but be wary. Maker's End is crawling with Eclipse troops. To help you deal with them, I've left some useful equipment just outside the ruins. Your focus will show the location.
Yeah, this fucking dude.
Who is he and how does he know these things? He said Elizabeth Sobek. What kind of name is that?
Pretty fucking weird name. What in the shit? Banditos. Banditos between me and the place I'm supposed to be going. Uh-oh. New quest marker. You know what that means. New quest marker in the middle of nowhere near a bandit camp? Who could it be? You piece of shit!
I waited for you. Time passing pulls the anticipation tight as wire. How many has it been now?
I don't keep count, Nil.
Don't keep count. Sometimes I just don't get you. Are you like us, or a little different?
Hopefully a little different.
That's what you're gonna tell yourself. Shall we get started?
Hell yeah. They're fucking... Just every conversation with this guy is something else.
Wrestling grass is always bad news.
I mean, say what you will about the guy. That is really satisfying.
Can't be too prepared.
Fuck. He was a boss. Get up. Alright. This is a big camp. Nope, gonna need you to start pulling your fucking weight. Good one. God damn it. He probably is. He's sitting there like, oh, that was a good one. Nice. Do it again. So close. Gross. Oh shit. I know, I'm really on it. I don't really know why. Usually when I get back to playing after it being a while, I'm like extra shitty at my headshots. Yeah. That's what we call fear boner. Let's be real.
Where's the prisoners?
It's not the danger that turns him on, it's the murder. Don't get it don't get it twisted, man. Hell?
Find me.
There you are. Okay. Good boy. Oops. Oops. Slap my teammate. You just gotta spank him around a little bit sometimes. Yeah. Shit. No, you don't get to bring the alarm. No, buddy, where the fuck are you? Oh, you need to sit down. Okay. I get you. Oh shit.
Come on, Gary. Time to get over on us.
That was a nice coordinated hit. The lucky thing is that bandits have real short attention spans. Something, something, something to match their lives. Something. Murder. Oh shit. Thanks for taking all those hits for me, Nell.
I'm gonna shatter you.
No. He is at least carrying his weight this time.
Look what I found.
That was fast. It's pretty good.
No room.
justice Dervahl deserves is at the tip of a spear.
I guess I need to buy some potions.
This cake seems so full of smiles.
Sorry, I'm just really entertained by sliding into home base every time I have to go somewhere.
It was Dervahl. He tried to kill the Sun King.
Lucky that the Nora was there to protect the Sun King. What on earth were the Vanguard doing?
I'll find a use for you.
These little moments are refreshing, aren't they?
That could be the least creepy thing you've said to me.
That glimpse of yourself in their eyes just as the cloud of death passes across them.
Never mind. There it goes. You know, Nil, if you get tired of bandits, there's a group called the Eclipse.
That's a political situation.
They're murderers, and they're raising an army of machines. That's a little more than politics.
Don't hate me for being single-minded. Besides, I wouldn't bet on how long the Shadow Carja are going to last, if you're in for the kill.
Thanks.
We've come a long way from Norland. Where have you been, Nil?
I heard the roads of the Sundom were no longer safe. And thankfully, it was true. Ambushes, raiding parties, even corrupted machines. The mortal wounds just opened themselves to accept my arrows. But you knew this already. You've been walking on the edge of life and death. I can tell.
Yeah. It's a long story.
With many quick endings, I hope.
Goodbye, Nil.
I don't want to alarm you, but the bandits are thinning out. Makes you wish you could kill them more than once, doesn't it?
No, once is enough.
You're right, of course. Once is enough. When you really make it count.
Okay, goodbye, Nil.
Still the fucking greatest end to a conversation. Okay, goodbye. Ooh, vantage. Let me just pop a marker on that one. Sounds like a good Sunday to me.
By the sun. I'll be beat by the time this is done.
Ugh. Skyrim style. Jump.
The smell of rain. Air is heavy with it. Look out below!
A pocket shitstorm tour. Day one. Where better to start than at the end? Or where the end started, anyway. Ground zero. Where it all came crashing down. My career first. Then everything else. And I mean everything.
Faro Automated Solutions. Hi, Ma. Remember how ecstatic we were when I landed a job here? Aerospace Control Engineer at Faro Automated Solutions. Straight out of Stanford U. Saturday I was tossing a mortarboard. Monday I'm an employee of the biggest corporation on Earth. Starting wage, 6 times basic. It was a dream come true, yours as much as mine. When I found out I'd landed the gig, I waited until graduation day to tell you in person. You were so proud, you hugged me 5 minutes straight, laughing and crying at the same time, saying over and over, "Onwards and upwards, the start of great things." I thought so too. It seemed as though nothing bad would ever happen to me, to us, ever again. But bad did happen, of course. More bad than I ever knew was possible. And while I can't blame FAS for making you sick, Metallurgic gets the credit for that, I can sure as hell blame Faro for the rest. But let's talk about the end of the world later. It plays a part in this story, of course. If I hadn't found out what was coming, I wouldn't be doing this, leaving these time capsules behind. But the apocalypse isn't the story I want to tell. This is going to be about our family, about us. It's time to get going. I've spent enough of my life in the shadow of this place. I've got 11 more Vantage spikes in the trunk of the Sabara I rented, and some pretty good ideas for where to sink them. So let's get the hell away from this place and start sinking. No, I'm not here.
said it would be. Not a bad selection. I'll put those to use. Why are you doing this?
Because I want you to succeed. Good hunting. We'll talk later.
Wait! Damn him. Watchers, acting as guards. The Eclipse and corrupted machines, cooperating. Unhappy
God damn it, no. You could have come with me.
Eclipse, just like he said.
Heard something. Forged dirt Delvers made off with any riches long ago, but not the ancients buried in the ground.
Intruders!
I'm not here.
God, why are they all coming? Oh! Oh. Okay. Well. All of it. Yeah. The bomb went off, like, literally at my feet, so I got the full... all of it. Okay. It's good to know.
Eclipse, just like you said.
Forged earth delvers made off with any riches long ago, but not the ancients buried in the ground.
Alright, so I still want to blow this guy up. I'm just gonna fucking get out of dodge. Yeah, so the, throwing bombs into grass instead of just walking into it is an ultra hard thing. It's not something I'm used to dealing with. Much better. Do not awoo.
Don't blink.
Shit. No, explodes. No. Oh. Lucky thing machines are fucking dumb.
All hard work, no danger.
She's up on high.
No, I'm not. No bomb, please, no. Please, no. Oh. Oh. I could kill the rat and harvest tiny meat.
These dig sites, they're massive.
Alright. Taking bets on how many arrows it will take me to kill a rat. Got it. Tiny meat. I only take my tiny meat essence.
Got a bite out here. All these ruins. What do the old ones do here?
Cannot believe that Nil left me all these people to kill and just took off. Oh shit.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
Yeah, this is... Oh no.
Right to the church.
Oh no. No. Please, no. Please, no hurty. Oh, there's so many. Oh no. Oh, I missed. Eclipse. I'm trying to find the Nora, but I'm dummy thick. and the clack of my machine parts makes it impossible for me to focus on anything other than my machine parts. Oh no. Please no throw a rock! Please no throw a rock! No, 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 no shoot bomb! No, no, oh no, oh no, oh no! No bomb. No bomb. No, no, no. Oof. Thank God they sent the corruptor in and were just like, it'll deal with whatever the problem was. We don't need to do anything. Gotta get my rock back. Oh, that was incredible.
Well, here I am.
The fact that I just got two people I could not see.
What have they been uncovering here?
Just really curious. Well, that answered that question. Was wondering if you could still blow up. timeline. Okay. Oh, these noises all make me so tense. That is criminal. But just imagine for a second that it's bandits saying that about me and Mill. What? A what now?
Snow chill, bitches. Another explosion.
Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that thing.
This grapes.
Rotate turret! And fire! All weapons operational. Time to get it moving. And be quick about it. No daydreaming. Soon this demon will be up and running. Another Deathbringer to fill out the ranks.
Used to be one of the Deathbringers on the town court. Fitting name. I'll never get into that tower. Unless I destroy that thing first.
Metal Gear?
Okay.
Focus.
No, 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 no.
Stop swerving.
No, 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 no. No, no, no.
Behind us.
No. No. No, Hurdy. Bitch.
Steam's blasting out. I wonder if those are weak points.
Oh no. No. No, no. isn't even working all the way. It can't move. First off, excuse you.
Did it. Those things pack a punch. All right. That Eclipse officer had a focus. Let's see what's on it. Let's see what you have to say.
Yeah, that one wasn't fully operational.
What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
What the hell was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh? Figures. Things just keep getting stranger. I need to find a way inside the tower. Looks tight, but I can squeeze through.
Hold for identiscan.
One of these again.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobak. Please step inside.
Dr. Sobek, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Farrell. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
That's scary.
The protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, quantum encryption, black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded. So that's what we delivered.
You don't code something you can't crack. All we need is a backdoor. Upload the latest service pack update and the problem goes away.
You specifically forbade us from leaving anything resembling a backdoor in code. Every protocol to Black Quartz standard. Your words. Look, if you need me to fudge some projections, it's nothing we haven't done before.
I don't need fudged projections. I need a way to reassert control over the Heart's Timor swarm.
I don't know what to tell you, Ted. You're asking the impossible.
So, codes. They needed codes of some kind to control the machines. But they got out of control. Sounds bad.
You know.
Deathbringer. Or a statue of one, anyway. A machine built to kill. And they honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic Chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising. Faro Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
So they made the Focus. 25,000 people? That's bigger than a tribe. So they made machines and devices. I guess those things were common in their world.
Reception log. 9:54 a.m. Field Commander Dying of the Indo-Malay Agriculture Combine arrived with his delegation. Refreshments to be served before their 10:15 a.m. sales presentation on the Chariot line. Per instructions, food will be vegetarian only. 10:07 a.m. Sander Agnew, Vice President of Territorial Integrity from Fresh Grounds Coffee Global, arrived with his entourage. Refreshments to be served before their 10:30 a.m. sales presentation on the Chariot line. Per instructions, we'll use Fresh Grounds Tacoma blend, no artificial creamers. 10:12 a.m. So that happened. Called security and janitorial to clean up the coffee that was spilled. Actually, more like thrown. I wasn't aware that the Indo-Malay Combine grows coffee beans, and that Fresh Grounds' acquisition team has tried to take their fields by force repeatedly. I think Commander Dying had Agnew by the hair for a second there. Who schedules these things? I'm going to drop a line to sales. This can't happen again.
What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your Focus. They'll help you understand.
Okay, now I'll read that. What were those that he gave me? Bio Elizabeth Sobek. Elizabeth Sobek, born March 11th, 2020, is an American scientist, roboticist, and engineer widely regarded as one of the greatest minds of the 21st century. Born and raised outside Carson City, Nevada, she enrolled at Stanford University at age 13, earning a BS in experimental physics and computer science at age 16. She completed her PhD in robotics and artificial intelligence design at Carnegie Mellon University in 2040 and joined Faro Automated Solutions as a junior scientist the same year, rising quickly to chief scientist at the age of 22. Over the next 8 years, her green robot designs played a vital role in realizing the environmental cleanup and detoxification efforts of the clawback decade, propelling FAS to the forefront of its field. In 2048, she suddenly resigned from FAS, protesting the company's pivot to automated military technologies. In 2049, she founded Miriam Technologies, a firm devoted to life-positive robotics and other technologies. Miriam has since become one of the world's largest suppliers of green robots, winning numerous awards and accolades, including the 2053 Nobel Prize for Physics and the 2056 Rachel Carson Award for Environmental Progress. Bio Ted Faro. Theodore Ted Faro, born December 24th, 2013, is an American entrepreneur and business magnate. He is the founder of Faro Automated Solutions, FAS, the largest corporation of all time, the world's wealthiest individual, and the first ever trillionaire. Born and raised in Salt Lake City, Utah, He enrolled at the University of California, Los Angeles, where he studied business for 2 years before dropping out in 2033 to start FAS. Though it struggled at first, the company broke through at the end of the troubled 2030s with its popular lines of personal servitors and bodyguard bots, then exploded when its famous line of green robots led the race to solve the climate crisis during the 2040s clawback. At the end of that decade, FAS opened a military defense branch, dominating the world market for automated military platforms by 2053. The success of FAS has made Mr. Farrow the world's best-known businessman, one of its most sought-after speakers, and a major voice in politics, culture, and international affairs. History. FAS. Farrow Automated Solutions is an American multinational corporate entity that produces robots for all walks of life. Though its core business consists of military and defense contracts. As of 2063, FAS has ranked number 1 among the Fortune 5 by gross revenue and profit for 10 years in a row, a world record. Founded in 2033 by Theodore Ted Farrow, an entrepreneur from Salt Lake City, Utah, the company developed several promising robot prototypes in its early years, but failed to break into markets dominated by then industry giants like General Synthetics and RecCorp. This changed in 2038 with the debut of the Alfred line of levitating personal servitors, which generated exceptional sales, lifting the company onto the Fortune 50s for the first time. Profits tripled in the 2040s as the company's environmental efforts, led by famed engineer Elizabeth Sobek, catapulted FAS to the head of that sector. In 2049, in the wake of successful green and climate cleanup efforts around the globe, worldwide approval ratings of FAS exceeded 90%, and founder Ted Farrow was hailed across media and social networks as the man who saved the world. Yet it was the emergence of FAS as a military contractor in the late 2040s that cemented its status as the world's wealthiest corporation, with a record market capitalization of over $23 trillion. By 2055, FAS controlled 61% of the market share for automated military platforms, holding contracts with 353 nations, transgovernmental organizations, and corporate entities. Today, its holdings exceed the second largest corporation, FB Mobile Global, by 321%. Definition: corporation. Thanks, mysterious stranger. Fucking. It's a corporation. I'll give you the dictionary definition. Well, shit.
Now, I know this must seem like a bizarre change in direction. I mean, we're Farrow Automated Solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is... trust me, we will be exploiting a massive, growth opportunity by retooling and reallocating capacity according to my plan. So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
So they were making machines, then they stopped to make other kinds of weapons? Why? The air. There's no smell to it, not even Old Death. Nothing natural. Another cave-in. But I could get through.
Complaint. From J. Friedkin to reception. Subject: complaint. Hey reception, if that's your real name. Want to know who scheduled Indo-Malay right next to Fresh Grounds? That would be me, Senior VP of Sales. Want to know why? After that little hair-pulling incident, both sides increased their bids by 40%. I'll explain, because your receptionist-level brain probably requires it. Those two sides are fighting, and what do we sell? That's right, combat machines. We want them to hate each other, so they will try to fight each other with... what? That's right again, combat machines, which they will pay us a lot of money for. So I suggest you go back to serving coffee with a blank smile and let me do my much more complicated job. Thanks a bunch. Mr. Friedkin to you. Mr. Friedkin, you're a piece of shit.
I'll bet I can use that as a ramp to get back up.
Oh, hey. We're back here.
Looks like I can climb here.
Yeah. Get that core workout, girl.
Made it.
Oh, so many data points. What do we got? Spiritual Summit from Ted Faro to Paul Visara. Paula, recent events have sharpened my perspective, and I think that I and FAS in general have been neglecting the spiritual side of things. Not under any specific religious framework, of course, but in a more general sense, as in not giving enough thought to our shared values, hopes, and aspirations for the afterlife. I'd like you to reach out to religious leaders of every stripe with the intention of scheduling a conference soon, very soon. I'll have more thoughts about the agenda later, but for now let's put out some feelers and see if we can lock something in. Make it a big tent, no kooks, but anyone with a credible audience. Let's go deluxe, make it clear we'll spare no expense. Thanks, Ted. Alright, see you later, Elise. Campus log. High priority alert. Automated log note. All non-essential systems have entered hibernation. High priority alert. Automated log note. Full lockdown has been initiated. Due to increasing frequency of violent protests targeting the campus, the security of FAS employees can no longer be guaranteed. Therefore, we have taken the difficult decision to shutter this facility indefinitely. Staff will be briefed on a block-by-block basis regarding proper procedure for archiving and/or disposal of project-related data and materials. HiSec and a crisis team will then conduct exit review before all areas are locked down. Priority messaging to all staff in E&F blocks. Treat the current lockdown situation as an exercise, but do not attempt to release the hatches or otherwise exit the buildings. A reminder that while HiSec personnel remain committed to employee safety during the current unfortunate events, personal firearms must be relinquished when presenting for Identiscan. Additional public access roads en route to the campus have now been closed to relieve waiting times at the outer security cordons. HiSec reminds all staff that the campus remains off-limits to the public. Following recent campus security issues, all staff are reminded that presenting for Identiscan and displaying your security badge prominently at all times for image analytics are both mandatory. In light of recent acts of terrorism directed at the rapid transit system, HiSec now offers a Big Brother initiative to accompany staff traveling from off-site. Sign-up is required and strongly encouraged. 48 more entries in high priority. Additional entries corrupted.
So people were angry at Faro, at the corporation. They blamed this place for something. Something bad. It looks like the way up. What's left of it. Gonna be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek. If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
What's that? Is there anything in here? Oh. 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 Oh.
Crisis that began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now, I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The Peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise you, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. That a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
All hands on deck. Gina, ever hear of the Melville Island Fruit Association? Neither had I until they followed suit against us this morning. Apparently there's a little island paradise off the coast of Australia, population 2,700, all of whom hate us, now that a Stray Hearts Timor unit is chowing down on their largest mango orchard. That brings the official count of Heart Timor-related lawsuits to 127, most of them from private companies, but also a bunch from individuals, nation-states, and NGOs. And that's not even counting the mother of all liability claims from Hearts itself. Call every external firm we've ever used, then call their competitions. We're going to need every corporate defense lawyer we can find who's still half sober and on the bar. Gordon Nakata, Associate General Counsel, FAS.
It's cold.
Oh. Mm. Banda C incident. Bob, another problem to add to our big steaming pile. Apparently, a fisherman in the Banda Sea captured a video of a Hearts Timor Horus unit refueling via biomatter conversion along the shoreline of Pulau Wetar, on a pod of endangered dolphins, no less, quite possibly the last of their kind. Not to get graphic, but it looks like what happens inside a blender, as if the robot was whipping up a big pink swirling milkshake of dolphin chum. Our suppression team has scrubbed it from 43 networks, but it's still propagating, so it's only a matter of time before it goes viral. A prepared statement feels grossly insufficient. Any suggestions? This one's a real stinker. Stacey Anders, VP/PR of FAS. That's grim.
A way up. All it takes is a few good handholds. All right, made it. Wonder what we'll find.
Ooh, more up.
I keep finding these power cells. What do they do?
Data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy Alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
All right, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone. Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots.
Peacekeepers.
That consume biomass as fuel.
In emergencies.
And you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted. The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the Old Ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been recovered.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I am speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
Oh, I feel like I just ate a bunch of rocks.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Faro robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime, and what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
I see your point. If you're so smart, you don't understand. She's got a look on her face like she wants to fucking throw down.
If you're so smart, why do you know so little after a lifetime scratching around in the dirt? It's not my fault you're bad at what you do. I came to these ruins looking for Elizabeth Sobek, not because of the things she did centuries ago, but because people are trying to kill me right now, today. I've got bigger problems to deal with than your crap.
Congratulations. You just graduated from whining to throwing a temper tantrum. I'm sure Elizabeth would be proud. You need to get a grip on yourself and start thinking straight. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you've still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades? It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Pharaoh robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the Old Ones had to destroy itself. Now if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
We stand a legend.
You said you've known for some time that Pharaoh war machines destroyed the civilization of the Old Ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals, mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. but there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation, wasting time.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Oseram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved. Well, getting down will be a lot faster than getting up here, at least. U.S. Robot Command next. To learn the secrets of Zero Dawn. Whew. Freezing out here.
To the Grave Horde. Let's do it. Ooh, wait, there's a thing. Log 51863. Gina, hey, where are you? Hark, ugh, stuck on 75. The auto's Navsys keeps taking wrong exits. Seriously? Yep. Was gonna see if you could pick up dinner. No tikka masala? Food printer's acting weird. Installed the tikka module, spat red protein group across the kitchen. Took TIDO 8 minutes. To clean, Tidio. To clean up. Maybe order a pizza? I'm not sure when this crazy thing is gonna get me home. Sigh.
Save these for the trail.
Oh, hell. Thank you. Ooh. Boys.
Easier when I was a kid.
Oh, I don't have hacks for them. Oh no.
I can get out of this.
Please go away. Oh no! He bumped me! I was so sure that I had hacks for these guys.
Keep that for later. shot.
Please, no scan. Oh no. I can't believe I've died 2 times today. I know. Fuck. Alright, okay, apparently that road I was taking is not safe. Gonna... Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna try and hopefully get there in one piece.
So much for being careful.
Clever.
Slow and quiet. Your work's done now. Full already. Saving these for the trail. Gotcha!